Does your child struggle when it comes to recording their maths work? Maybe they can't form the numerals properly. Or maybe when it comes to lining up the numbers in the correct columns, that's where they find things really fall apart. I'm that ICT guy, and I'm going to show you an app that will really make it simple for them when it comes to recording their maths questions. The app is called Maths Paper, and it's available on the App Store. Let's open up the app and have a look. When it first opens, you'll come to the home screen. There's a few settings you can change. One you might want to have a look at first is the skins. You can make it look a little bit more appealing if you so wish. I'm going to leave it just as the basic graphite one for now, but there are a few little bit of quality of life settings you can adjust if you want to. Here's the main part of the app then. You have a grid layout, and this is your maths paper, as it were. And at the bottom, you've got all the numbers, and that is how you can input most of the information. So for example, if I put in 45, now to put in the next numbers, I could click down here below, although it also has a built-in return feature. So we could jump down here, ready to put in the next numbers. You've got the underline feature there, and it will automatically move to the next part where you need to put in the answer. You can override that and click somewhere else if you wanted to type a different answer there, but it's fairly intuitive in that it lets you do whatever you like for that. So that's a nice, easy way of solving those questions. So let's do a subtraction question this time. I'm going to do 66. And again, I could click down here if I wanted to, or I could use the built-in return function. I'm going to do take away. Let's do something nice and straightforward, although I want to show you how we can do a bit of borrowing. So I'm going to underline again here. Now we can't take 7 units away from 6, so we're going to need to borrow. Now there is a feature here where we can borrow doing a subtraction. So this is where I need to calculate a bit. So I want to borrow 1, so I'm going to say, well, that's going to be 5, and the 1 that was automatically added across there. So that's the bit I've got to do myself, but it will automatically write it across. So there's going to be 5 tens left there. The 1 10 moved across. So now we've got 16, take away 7. So I'm going to put our 9 there. Then we'll do 5 tens, take away 2 tens. It's 3 tens. And then we've got our answer. Now it may not look like you've got a lot of space here, but if you click on this little expand button down here, you've got a few tools so we can zoom out a little bit. And we can actually see the page is quite big. You use this feature here, it will show you the whole page. So we've actually got quite a lot of space in which we can do our work on. And you can move around the page like this, but you can also scroll with your finger as well if you want to. So you could fill in as much or as little as you want of the page. Let me show you a few other things that it's got built into it as well. In the More button here, there's lots of different features there. Got coloured dots. We can even draw bits and pieces of shapes if we wanted to. You've got money, volume, geometry, weight, and in all of these, they've basically just got the abbreviated terms that you could use if you wanted to assign them to different questions or to different answers. So one of the other features we've also got down here is a fraction option. So we could, for example, say, let's have 2 quarters. And then in this box here, let's say add, I go back to the fractions, say 1 quarter. And then we could solve some fraction questions like this as well. If we go down to the 3 lines menu here, we can see there's a few other functions as well. There's a 100 square that you could bring up. It will actually talk
22, 22,
say
44,
the numbers, or it could be
44.
useful for reference. There is also a number line that you can pull up over the top. When you're done, or you want to create a new document, click on the Save key, and you can see that you can create a new file or a new folder. You can save your file, you can rename your file as you can save it, or you can open an existing file from here. There's a few other features you can do as well, like moving around the menus and accessing them. One last feature to show you about. The share button here. You can print it or you can email the document. When you click on it, it will ask you if you want to do the full page, so that was the one that we zoomed out to, or just the visible area only, which is just this little bit that we've just been doing the work on here. So you don't have to print or save the entire page. You can just do the bit you've been working on at the moment. That's it for now. I hope you found this tour of the app Maths Paper useful. I know it's called Maths Paper, but I can't quite bring myself to say that, so I'm going to call it Maths Paper. That's how you can help your child when it comes to recording their maths work. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, do consider subscribing to my channel so you can get notified about any future videos I make. Also, feel free to leave a comment below saying about what features of this app you like the most. I'm the ICT guy, and thank you for watching.